Yeah, let me bring in the gentleman to explain what is being said here. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm very proud to be here, very
Yes.
glad. And the page, A Day in a Zambian University, is run by me, Shepard Baleni. I'm a second year medical student, Lusaka Apex Medical University.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, first of all, this page is just a recent page that was created, and its main aim, okay, so it's diverse. It includes a lot of things. It's a lot involved. But the three main aims of the page as at now are, first of all, this is a page that has to do. It has conversations with students,
Okay.
lecturers of different campuses and different institutions. Yeah, so for example, when it comes to students, we ask them how their work in university is, their experiences,
Okay.
how it is, so that we should get to know. Because many of the times we don't even know what these students go through.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
when
basically, this is Facebook page.
yes, we
Obviously,
should later on grow into
you thought of coming up with this page basically to discuss issues related to students with their interaction with lecturers, and of course how it relates, how this influences to the environment outside them, right?
yes, please.
Fantastic. So now, let's say in this time where Zambia will be having elections on 12th August 2021, I'm not trying to corner you too.
Yeah, okay.
But then, what is the role of the students, as according to how you feel as a day in a Zambian university? What is the role of the higher learning students, particularly related to the elections coming on 12th August 2021?
All right. So, as I said it first, well, is these students, of course, they should be aware. They should participate in national affairs and all that. But this page mainly focuses on interviews with them.
Okay.
We talk to them, asking them their views. So, for example, just as you've said, this also another role you've given me to talk to the students to hear about their say. For example, when it comes to elections. Yeah. So mainly we focus on. Okay, for example, let me talk about lecturers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so lecturers are people who've had experience, who've been in school before they've been in university.
Yes.
And many of the times they can give us ideas on how to, they can give us ideas on how we should live as students and how we should be. Yeah, so mainly on when it comes to elections and national affairs, is another role which I should go and find out from them, so I should know how they'll be doing it when it comes to elections.
Fantastic. We keep it that way. But then let's talk about their values as a student, as according to how they relate with the lecturers. How are they taught, especially to influence positively? What is the importance of having a student in a higher learning institution?
All right. So first of all, these are students are people who are going there to attain an education for their future.
Absolutely.
So it's important. So you said the importance of a student in
Yes,
a higher learning institution. So first of all, they are there to learn.
Okay.
They're there to gain an education. So they are the future leaders of tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the main important part. I think that's the reason why they're in school. I don't know if I'm getting your question right.
So for the sake of, okay, let me put it in another way like this, for the sake of those that are not in a higher learning institution or are not at college or university, what inspiration should they get from the students?
All right. Yeah. So we have people, for example, who are school leavers right now.
Yes.
We have people who are still in their secondary school. So I think it's very important for them to learn from these students who are in higher learning institutions, so that, okay, it also comes to career-wise. Many of the times we have people, even in university right now, they are
Absolutely.
there. Okay, for example, when it comes to medical school, I'm in medical school myself. You find, because when you talk about Lusaka Apex Medical University,
Yes.
we have pre-med, where that's first year, where you get all students together,
Sure.
and after that, when they graduate from pre-med, they major into their courses. But you find some people there don't really know what they want to study. When you ask them what do you want to major into, they're like, I think I'll go to pharmacy, maybe medicine. They're not even sure, which is a bad sign already. So for people who are not yet in university, I think it should be something they should be aware of, so that as they come in university, they should have an awareness to say, all right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to study this in university. At least, so this page mainly will help these people who are not yet in university have an idea of how it is to be in university, so that they should be clear on how they'll go about it, and the courses and the careers, the programs they'll attain when they finally come to university, college.
Fantastic. Now, let's talk of the programs. I mean, do you feel this is the actual time, or should someone, before they get to college or university, that's the time, obviously, they should learn what they need to do, or they should understand whose career this is, or what is their career? Should it be this time or before?
Yeah, it shouldn't be this time. It should be before. That's the reason why this page, A Day in a Zambian University, is not only for students. All right?
Okay.
It's for people who are not yet in university as well, so that as they learn what's happening in university, they can have an idea. They can know, oh, medicine is like this, engineering is like this. So that even as they choose their courses, they shouldn't choose their courses with a shallow mind. They should know exactly what it takes to be in an engineering program. They should know exactly what it takes to be in a medical program, and these other programs, so that they should be totally aware. So I feel they shouldn't know now, and that's the reason why this page as well also brings an awareness to those people who are not yet in university, so they should know about university life before they even come in university.
So do you feel there is that close relationship, especially outside academic schoolwork, between lecturers and students?
Well, I think it can
I'm
also...
talking about in the area of consultations, so talking about discussing other way of life apart from schoolwork, or those. I know life is all learning on its own, but other issues.
Well, first of all, I think I can also come to parents before I even continue talking about other things.
Yes, sure.
For example, when it comes to parents, many of the times of parents who force the children to study courses which they feel are important, you know?
Yeah, and that's a major concern, especially to the society here. I think you brought a very vital issue there. Now, let me relate that one to here, where maybe your parents, you want to do music, and your parents want you to do medicine.
Yeah.
What is really significant? I mean, what is the significance on having a course to do, especially chosen by the parents? Is there any significance?
Well, it doesn't work most of the times. You know, most of the times, if it works, we have students who are working under stress. When you ask them how school is going, it's all about complaining. You know, they are complaining because it's not what they wanted at the first place. You know, because we live in a country where this we've been told these are the best courses you can do. These are not the best. Quite alright, yes. People look at jobs, for example, in our country. We live in a country where we don't have a lot of jobs. So our parents will be like, no, you know what, for you to have a job, you should actually do this. But again, I feel it's not necessary for parents to be doing that, because we're living in a world where you have to have a job. And I just started reading a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It actually talks about the same thing, where we have people who are in school, who have chosen careers, but still aren't doing more in life, you see. So I feel it's important for students to choose their own careers, not to be forced to do what. If the person wants to do music, let him or her do music. So I think.
But don't you think it's another disadvantage? Let's say you choose your own career and your parents want you to do a different thing. Obviously, they would dilly-dally a little bit in terms of sponsoring you. They are the ones who are giving you funds or donating those funds to the particular university for you to pursue a particular career. And also parents looking in the area of the economic statuses obviously the life itself. If you, in the next future, you need to be a big person, that's what every parent would think. Say, okay, I want my child to be a big person. So for them to be big, they'll have to do this course. And do you think it's also a disadvantage if you decide to do your own, yet your parents want you to do this, and they are your major sponsors?
All right. Yeah. So first of all, I think parents should understand. So if they don't understand, it will be very difficult. So they should understand that it's not them there, and they're not the ones who are going to be working. All right.
Yeah.
So quite alright, they are the ones who are sponsoring us, and but they should understand that this thing is not about them. It's about an individual. It's about the choice. Okay. Yeah, it's about choices, this thing. So if parents themselves understand, which the page itself will influence the parents to understand that this field will be done by my child, and if my child does it with passion, he or she can be successful in that career. So if they understand this, it will be very easy. So that okay, quite alright, this doesn't mean a child can just go for anything he or she wants. And even the children themselves, when they are choosing a career, they should be observant. They
Absolutely.
should know. They shouldn't just choose a career because I want to do this. Let me go for this.
Passion, obviously.
Yeah.
direct.
There should be passion, and of course they should observe how the country is, how our economic climate is, so that they should also choose careers that will help them in the future. Because quite right, no parent wants their children to be in a bad environment or anything.
Absolutely.
They want good for us, but sometimes they miss the point.
Great. Just before I let you go, let me understand what is the influence of this page, A Day in a Zambian University, so far? Are you seeing a lot of people, coming through, checking on the page, or those joining to have more to learn on the page?
Well, so far so good, because the page is less than 2 months old, and the feedback is alright, and I feel as time goes on, this page will massively grow. That's my feeling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes, but so far so good. We have a number of people who are checking in the page, who are interested to see where this page is going, because as I said at the beginning, it won't just remain a Facebook page. It might later on grow into a YouTube channel and something bigger, because we see these things happening in the United States. We see these things happening in developed countries. But I was taking a look. I was going through our Zambian people doing this. There are a few people who are doing this. There are a few people who are doing. So I thought, oh, wait, why can't I do something like this? Why can't I bring awareness to Zambian universities? Okay, the other thing, when it comes to students, for example, the University of Zambia, Mulungushi, Apex, Lusaka Apex, we have international students. These are students who come from different countries coming to attend their education here. So it also helps them to say, oh, a Zambian university, how is it? I mean, it also helps us have an understanding, a mutual understanding between ourselves and our neighboring countries. So as I said, it's really diverse. It includes a lot of things. So we're yet to have interviews with international students.
Absolutely.
So why did you come in Zambia?
Okay.
What are you studying? What happened in your country? All that kind of thing. So it's diverse, and I feel it's going to grow massively at some point. I have the passion about it, and I have a feeling that, well, if everything goes as planned, things will be okay.
Great. Your last remarks before I let you go.
All right. So I would like the people out there who are listening to this program, of course, to follow the page, to like it, and if they have any ideas as well which they can bring on board, well, they are free to visit the page, A Day in a Zambian University. Drop us a message there so that we should know their feelings about it, their thoughts about it, and definitely work upon it. But otherwise, that's about A Day in a Zambian University so far.
Great. In case of contact lines, those that would love to reach you directly, just to join your page on Facebook.
Yeah, sure. First of all, the page is, when you visit A Day in a Zambian University, there's a line there, and probably I can give you a line.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 0970 0970 68 70 92. 0970 68 70 92. That's the page number.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having a feature. Great. A Day in a Zambian University. It's a Facebook page and obviously discussing the affairs of students, what you have to learn for you to be a student, obviously the lifestyle of students, not only that, the understanding of being a student
Of course.
in a higher learning institution. It's a page, just search for that one as Day in a Zambian University, a page there. Thank you so much for coming through on the show.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad and wish to be on the program sometime again.
Absolutely, sure. Great, we're still talking the Loving Youth Foundation Zambia radio show. As usual, the Strawberry